two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Mike Fofo. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Let's go, motion. 58 is the mic. 58. Lady. Watch the pass. 58 is the mic.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
This is the running back, Powell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Three bud.
Off of play action, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're going to start. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, come on, now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold on the screen. This is Cannon. Got some room at the 30. 16 yards, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. 80 weapon. 44, Mike, 44. Get him.
Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, wahoo! Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield. Across the 45 before going out. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's out to Chubb, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Mayfield on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. When the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Okay, just like that. Point it right.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
180. 57 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Jets
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. After the sack on first down, Darnold got him in. It's Brown. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Back's mine, back's mine.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn. Hey, on 133. Don't get nervous. Hey, Charlie.
Safety's creeping. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, Chubb found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 180. 57. Double left free. Alert, 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 alert. Double left free, defense.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He finds Taylor. Complete. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Protect. 180.
Watch the pass.
Hey, alert 33.
57's mic. 57.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
See what you got. Check 99.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set. 180.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 20. 57.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he finds Montgomery complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Henry Anderson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They give the Chubb out of the gun. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the safety creep. Hurry! Up, up! Watch out!
Third and long for Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Seibert's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
In your face. 58, right over there, right over there.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Echo, pilot, 64, weak.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Returnable here for Callaway. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
First down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now he's forced out left, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Regular.
Watch out. Check Mike 54.
On second down, Mayfield again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Point it right. Run. Hey, Steve 6. Shit.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Hey, check 24.
Mayfield with it once more. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Lady.
Hey, Haywood.
Ricky. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Chubb on the counter. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Bravo.
53. Not today, you are. Not today. Check. 50.
Red 80.
Check. 53's Mike.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Mike.
Darnold. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down.
Let's make it. Hey, high 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Man out. Young lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon, his 2nd sack of the night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay, orbit.
Coming after you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, defense. Ready.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
53's the Mike. 53.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Darnold now to throw, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
53. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Thomas, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's it, baby.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
I'ma tell you I'm a